All right. Welcome back to Eskir. The last time you pretty much saved the entire city by killing an invading force of goblins, a hill giant, and a few ogres that were utterly demolished by the party. And now we return to Woodcutter's Grove. Does any one of you want to do something after, what, now that the hill giant has been slain?
I want to look for survivors.
In the immediate vicinity, there aren't any. However, the two surviving militia members are moved up to you and just stand there, confused and glad that all of the invading force is down.
I would like to talk to them. What does anyone else want to do? So
I'm listening.
Can my minions only restore HP on a rest?
Yes. Same goes for you.
I'm full HP, but thanks for that.
all
Yeah.
right.
Actually, I would like to look what the hill giant has and other ogres.
Well, the hill giant was utterly demolished by the last spell, so there's nothing there.
There's nothing left of him.
Nope, not even dust.
Okay, then I look for the other ogres.
In total, the ogres have about 5 to 10 gold on each. So I think you slew 2. So that's 15 gold in total.
15?
Mhm.
Okay.
The militia is really almost speechless because they just witnessed what
Alright.
transpired, and you saved us. How did you do that?
Greetings. We were just on our way to this village and we saw you were under attack. So we helped you out. We are experienced adventurers. Even though we have some kind of oddballs, don't be scared. We are all on your side.
I can't express how thankful we are. You pretty much single-handedly saved us from an invasion.
Don't worry. Is there anyone that's responsible for this village that we can talk to?
Well, yes, and as he is looking around, and half orc in an apron. Well, from what he's wearing, you see that he's probably a tavern keeper. He walks up to you from the north, where you see a tavern in the distance. And he comes over to you.
Okay.
Greetings. My name is Oba. Thank you for all you've done.
Greetings, Oba. I am called Roku, and these are my companions. Don't worry, they may look threatening, but they are on your side.
Huh. And now Oba sees Gogretz. What? How? You're an Orog, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
How did you get past the wall? We hadn't seen any Orc-kin in years, decades even.
But Gorbert looks at Roko like with a blick like, what should I say now? I'm pretty tall, you know.
He lost some of his memories in the fight. During the fight, he got hit by the ogre club. It may come back to him later. You should talk to him later about it.
He looks really angry at Roku now.
Just as a reminder, you don't know about the orc war yet, so that might be a bit confusing what he just said to you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly glad that you're here. It's been really terrible. The raids. It usually happens once or twice a year, and a lot of our people die. And the humans hide behind their fortifications while we are being slaughtered.
I noticed the stone was.
Sorry.
Yeah, and now that the fighting is over, you also see that there's quite a lot of people standing on the walls and just watching. They don't seem frightened or anything they're like that, but it almost seems like it was entertainment for them to see how the people were slaughtered down here. There's being food, there are food vendors up there that sell stuff, and they just look. It's almost like a party.
Nobody of them got slain?
No, the only humans that died are the penniless. The penniless live with us down here, but as an explanation, I over the elected measure of scrapwood. That's the name that the humans gave our little shanty town outside of their walls.
What's the name?
Scrapwood.
Okay.
So
I have another question. Why do you call this wall behind me Orc War? There are humans in here. Other races.
Wow. He's completely confused by your question. That isn't the Orc War. The Orc War is down at the border of the Orc wastes.
No, there is no Orc. There's no war.
Let me just remind you that my companion here has had a rough day of killing behind him. Gogorats, I think we should speak later.
I'm getting tired of this. I go away.
Okay, with that, Orba focuses his attention to Roku. On Roku.
So they just basically everyone that doesn't have money is here used as a meat shield or as entertainment for the rich.
And cheap labor. In the Empire, you should actually know that as you're also human. We lesser races aren't allowed to work on our own and are pretty much always used as cheap laborers. And we also, most of the time, need to fend for ourselves.
I realize that the Empire doesn't look kindly upon the supposed lesser races, but still. Weren't they also in danger? That hill giant or whatever it was?
No, the town guard always protects the upper city. So they just ignore whenever we are being raided. I think in their point of view, they assume that we populate fast enough to that their margin of that the money won't be affected. Let's put it that way.
All right. I know we have a lot to talk about, but is there still a standing tavern somewhere we can rest?
Of course, Mike Inn. I am also the owner and barkeeper of the Deer's Rest Tavern up the road to the north.
All right, I think we should speak there. It's been a tough fight, and I think we all need some rest. I basically,
yes, that's true.
yeah.
As you say that, suddenly you see the large doors of the upper city open, and a group of people is walking out and heading towards you.
Okay.
Oh, here
What
it goes.
humans? They're all
Comes
humans,
in.
or what?
All humans, and it seems like it's the town guard. And there's also another person with them that doesn't seem to be a member of the town guard, but a warrior nonetheless. And they're slowly making their way towards you. Orba looks at Danzo in particular and whispers, are you a mage?
Something like that.
You should probably make your abomination disappear. They don't look kindly to, well, let's say mages. I'm actually quite surprised that the Inquisition didn't hunt you down already. If you're, well, seeing the way you were handling your magic, you seem pretty, well, it seems like you used your magic a lot.
Have the kind of trade versus magic in it.
He looks to Roku. Did he also hit his head?
No. His magic, the magic takes a toll on him.
Oh, all right, I understand. Just as a reminder to you people, the Empire forbade magic after the Titan War. No one is allowed to use magic anymore apart from the Inquisition.
Alright.
So you really should make that abomination, and he gestures towards the destroyer, disappear.
If only he could move it somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe outside the city? Just,
Okay, destroyer, hide. Right outside the town.
The destroyer moves out. Alright.
I cannot place him outside, so I will just move.
I'll just
Okay, thanks.
throw a quick question at Oba before the humans come. Can we expect trouble?
Depends. They also. You should tell your friend, and he looks at Gogret, that he shouldn't reveal himself to be an orc.
I'll just.
I am not an orc.
I'll just whisper to Gogrets. Gogrets, we have to stay. We have to be careful to not reveal who we are. Think of Sarathan. It's very important that we look simple to them.
By that time, the group of people arrive over at your place, over where you stand and talk to Orbor. In the middle of them, there's, now that he's closer, you see that he's probably a paladin. He has a shining plate mirror that has a lot of ornaments on it, and on his chest you see the sign of a paladin order that you haven't encountered ever before. It depicts a cross and with a circle around it, and wings proceeding upwards from the circle.
Okay.
He also looks, well, even though he doesn't really look like someone that fights a lot, you get the feeling of him that he might be a bit powerful. Especially seeing as his equipment is top-notch, really top-of-the-line equipment. He has flowing blonde hair, blue eyes, and a small yellow beard, also blonde beard that's finely trimmed. He is flanked by two people that look like they're quite capable fighters, 3 normal guards, and 1 guard with a crossbow to the back. Yeah. They walk up to you, and he's there. He stands there, looking at you first of all, and once he sees Goggles, you also see that he has a he's disgusted by him. Let's put it like that.
What, the paladin?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm disgusted too.
Greetings. Sorry. Wrong voice.
Wrong voice.
Yeah. Greetings. My name is Hildrith Aeorgus Grunthal III, Paladin of the Order of the God Emperor. Welcome to our small town. Adventurers, I assume?
Yes, you assumed correctly. It wasn't the greatest welcome, seeing as we had to get rid of the goblins. I heard you had problems with invasions the last few years.
Well, problems is a bit of an overestimation. It's like they come in, kill a few of the lesser races, and move on. Usually
Lesser
we...
races? You mean humans?
He looks at you, confused. What? Your pet. Did it hit his head? He addresses Roku again.
What? Sorry?
Did your pet hit his head?
He is no pet of mine. We are adventurers, as odd as it may seem.
Well, for a half orc, he's certainly pretty ugly.
Thank you.
So,
Could you please tell this thing to not address me? I'm feeling disgusted by his mere presence.
I spit
I
before
just-
him and leave. I just turn around and do I see Orva? The keeper?
Yeah, he's standing to the side. Also, not. He doesn't like the way that that Hindrith is talking to anyone. You also notice that he probably has a huge issue with this guy, and he gestures you to come with him and
Yeah.
move to the side.
I would
And-
say we go like 40 feet or something like that to the side and talk a little bit about his tavern, what he has
Yeah.
to eat, and so on.
Your 2 minions, Ina and Flick, are also coming with you.
Okay. Perfect.
can you move your character?
No.
Probably to
Yep.
the north.
Yep.
I think that's the tavern up there.
Okay.
Alright.
So, what brings you to this fine town?
Well, we were on our way here when we met some fleeing villagers that requested our help. Seeing as we killed their pursuers, we just chased after the rest of the invading goblins, and now we're here.
Well, I must thank you for your hard work. It's been a bit of an annoyance, mostly because it always takes about a day or two until the lesser races finish repairing and burying their dead. Of course, out of the goodness of our heart, we grant them these 2 days to bury their dead. I mean, we don't want any disease break out in our labor force. But apart from that, they usually reproduce fast enough that our profits are not that much well, reduced because of their deaths.
Did they never try to attack through your stone wall? They had
Well,
a big guy during this invasion. I don't know. Could your wall withstand him?
occasionally they use
Ah,